Welcome back to module 5 of the unit Mathematics of Finance, and we will continue with some more examples on compound interest in this module. Recall that in the previous module we have seen the formula for compound interest, how it is calculated based on the interest that is being compounded on the yearly, half yearly, quarterly or monthly basis, and then accordingly we have a formula to calculate the total amount depending on the interest, how it is calculated. So recall that the formula that we have discussed in the previous class, the total amount A is given by P into 1 plus R upon K into 100 raised to Kn, where K is 1, 2, 4, 12, depending on whether the interest is compounded on yearly basis, on half yearly basis, quarterly basis or monthly basis. And if you want to find out what is the interest amount, then it can be found out by taking the difference between the total amount and the principal amount. So let us continue with some more examples on compound interest. Let us say I have this example. A person borrows rupees 2000 at a compound interest of 10% per annum to be calculated on quarterly basis. What amount is due after 9 months? How much interest did he pay in this 9 months? Okay, so basically a person has borrowed rupees 2000. So this 2000 refers to the principal amount at a compound interest of 10%. So R is equal to 10%, and the interest is to be calculated on quarterly basis. So K is equal to 4. We want to find out what is the amount after 9 months. So N is, so now what we know in the formula that N is always in terms of number of years. So because here the duration is given in months, you have to convert this months in terms of number of years. 9 months is 9 months after out of 12. So 9 months is precisely 3/4 of a year. So I've converted N in terms of number of years. What we want is the total amount after this 9 months. So total amount A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon, now it is on quarterly basis. So we know that K is equal to 4. So K into 100 raised to K into N. So it will be equal to P here is 2000 into 1 plus R is equal to 10. K is equal to 4 raised to, it is 4 into N is equal to 3 upon 4. So it is equal to 2000 into, it will be 1 plus 10 upon 4 is 2.5 upon 100. So 0.025 raised to, here this 4 will cancel, I'll get 3. So I have 2000 into 1.025 raised to 3. So I can use a calculator in finding what is 1.025 raised to 3 and then multiply it to 2000. What I'll get is 2153.78. So the total amount after 9 months that is due is rupees 2153.78. Now if I want to know what is the interest that is being paid, I know that interest I is equal to A minus P. So it is equal to 2153.78 minus the principal amount P, that is 2000. So it is 153.78. So the interest amount is rupees 153.78. Let us consider this example. Find the sum borrowed by a person from a bank on compound interest of 5% per annum to be calculated annually if he had to pay back rupees 26,460 after 2 years. So we are finding the sum borrowed. So we are finding P here by a person from a bank compounded at 5%. So P is what we are finding. R is equal to 5%. To be calculated on annual basis, calculated annually, so K is equal to 1. If he had to pay back rupees 26,460, so this refers to the total amount what he is paying after 2 years. Okay, so this 26,460 is the total amount that is paying after 2 years. So n is equal to 2. So we have to just go back to the formula. We know that A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon K into 100 raised to Kn. So this will be equal to so A is equal to 26460 into equal to P into 1 plus R is equal to 5 upon K is equal to 1 into 100, this raised to 1 into N is equal to 2. So if I want to find out P, I have to just cross multiply this. So 26460 is equal to P into 1 plus 0.05 raised to 2, or 26460 is equal to P into 1.05 raised to 2. So if I want P, I have to just cross multiply this. P will be equal to 26460 upon 1.05 raised to 2. So if I use a calculator, this will come to 24,000. So the amount that was borrowed is rupees 24,000, for which he had to pay back in 2 years 26,460 at 5% per annum. Let us go to the next example. A person borrowed rupees 5,000 from his friend with an agreement to pay back rupees 10,000 after 5 years. Okay, so he borrowed rupees 5,000, so this refers to the principal amount, with an agreement to pay back rupees 10,000, so this refers to A. After 5 years, N is equal to 5. With what rate of interest did he pay back the amount? So we are finding R. So P is equal to 5,000, A is equal to 10,000, N is equal to 5, and R is what we are finding. Okay, by default the interest is compounded annually if it is not specified. So we are just substituting the formula. So A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon K into 100 raised to K into N. So A is 10,000 equal to P is 5,000 into 1 plus R is what we are finding. So R upon K is 1 into 100. This raised to 1 into N is equal to 5 years. So I can cross multiply this 5,000. So 10,000 upon 5,000 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 5. So basically we are saying that 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 5 is equal to 2. So we have to find out. So basically if you take this as some x, we want x raised to 5 as equal to 2. So you have to find out what number raised to 5 to the power 5 is 2, or you can say that x is equal to 2 fifth root of 2, 2 raised to 1 upon 5, or fifth root of 2. So using a calculator, so we can find that. So 1 plus R upon 100 is equal to 2 raised to 1 upon 5, fifth root of 2, and fifth root of 2 comes to 1.149. Using a calculator you can find this. So basically what we have is 1 plus R upon 100 is equal to 1.149. So you can take this one on the right. Okay, so this will give you R upon 100 is equal to 1.149 minus 1, which is equal to 0.149. So cross multiply this 100, R will be equal to this 100 multiplied to 0.149, which is 14.9. So we have found out the value of R. It is 14.9%. The rate of interest he is paying back the amount that he borrowed. We will go to the next example. Find the principal amount if the compound interest payable annually at 10% for 2 years is rupees 420. We are finding the principal amount. Find the principal amount. So we are finding P. If the compound interest, so now here we are given the interest, the compound interest payable annually, so K is equal to 1 at 10%, R is equal to 10 for 2 years, so N is equal to 2, and this compound interest is 420. So we know the interest amount here. Based on this, we want to find out the principal amount. What we do know is that interest amount is A minus P, the total amount minus the principal amount. So basically this is equal to A minus A. We know that the total amount A is P into 1 plus R upon K into 100 raised to Kn. So A is this formula we know, and this minus P as it is. Okay, so this interest amount is 420 that is given to us. What we can do is from both these terms we can take P common, okay, because P is common in both the terms. So P is common. What remains inside is here 1 plus R. R is 10 upon K here is 1 into 100. This raised to K into N. So 1 into N, N is equal to 2. And we have taken this P out common, so minus 1. Okay, so or what we have is 420 is equal to P into, this is 10 upon 100 which is 0.1 plus 1. So I have 1.1 raised to 2 minus 1, or 420 is equal to P into 1.1 square is 1.21 minus 1 as it is. So I have 420 is equal to P into 1.21 minus 1 is 0.21, or this gives us P cross multiply this 0.21. P is equal to 420 upon 0.21, that will come to 2000. So the principal amount is 2000. Now here the interest amount was given, that's why we used this formula. We will go to the next example. In how much time will an amount get doubled at 12% if the interest is compounded annually? So the question is to find out in how much time. So basically we are finding N. Will an amount get doubled? So whatever is the principal amount P, it should get doubled. So the total amount refers to the twice of the amount, the principal amount, at 12% rate of interest. So R is equal to 12, okay, and the interest is compounded annually, so K is equal to 1. So we want to find out how much time it takes. So we know that A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon K into 100 raised to K into N. We want the total amount that we get to be doubled, so twice of the principal amount. So 2 times P is equal to P into 1 plus R is 12 upon K is 1 raised to K into N. So 1 into N is equal to N is what we are finding. So we can cancel this P here. So I have 2 is equal to 1 plus 12 upon 100. So 1 plus 0.12 raised to N, or 2 is equal to 1.12 raised to N. So from this I want to find out what is this N. So that 1.12 raised to N is equal to 2. So we are looking at 1.12 raised to N is equal to 2. Okay, so you may use a calculator in doing this, or you may just go on multiplying 1.12 to itself. So let's say if I consider 1.12 square, 1.12 square is 1.12 into 1.12. Okay, 1.12 square comes to 1.2544. We are basically finding in how many times we'll have to multiply 1.12 to itself so that I get 2. Okay, so number of times we are multiplying it is N. the power of 1.12. So if I take 1.12 cube, again multiply 1.12 this, we get around approximately 1.4049. If I consider 1.12 raised to 4, we get approximately 1.57. 1.12 raised to 5, we get approximately 1.76. If we take 1.12 raised to 6, we get 1.97. Now we are very close to 2. So moment we consider 1.12 raised to 7, this comes approximately 2.21. So we get a value more than 2. This was of course close to 2, but we need at least 2. So n that we are looking at is 7. So n is at least 7 years, so that an amount will get doubled at 12% interest if the interest is compounded annually.